Hi, it's Jenny with Jenny's Wreath Boutique, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful, vibrant fall wreath. Now let's go over the materials. First, you're going to need a 14-inch grapevine. You can use whatever size you want. I prefer the 14-inch grapevine to start, and the total diameter is going to be about 22 inches, give or take a little bit. If you use a different size, just adjust the amount of materials you're going to use. I'm also using hot glue, my favorite hot glue gun, and my favorite wire cutters. All of my favorite tools are linked in the description below under tools if you're ever curious about my exact tools that I love. For our fall florals, we're going to be using this beautiful orange leaf. I just found this at Hobby Lobby when I was shopping for another wreath design, and I had to have it. I'm not sure what they're called. They look like salal leaves to me, but I just love them. And then I have this other mix that I got wholesale, and I thought that these just paired so well together for that vibrant fall look we're going for. I also have these picks. I love them because they have little pretty leaves and some berries to give a little bit of texture. Always love texture. Then we have our sorghum grasses. I love this rust one. It's one of my favorites. I use them in everything. Just that deep, rich color is so good. 2 picks with orange berries. I love them. Some deeper brown fall leaves. Some maple leaves. Then to add a touch of brightness, we have our ruscus from Michael's. This is from spring, and I got this very cheap when all their spring stuff went on sale. So this is a great example of using things from other seasons that you can get on clearance and using them in your fall decor because it saves money. First, we're going to cut up our fall stems. We're just going to add this around the wreath to cover up the base, just dabbing some glue, sticking it along the grain of the grapevine. And we're going to do this on the inside and outside of the wreath. Next, we're going to add in these brightly colored leaves. Like I mentioned earlier, these are from a wholesaler, so I do have some extras. If any of you want them, let me know and maybe I can make a listing to sell them on Etsy if you don't have a wholesale license. So I'm just going to add a few of these around the wreath. I just love the texture it adds. It's so fun and pretty, and the leaves go so well with these from Hobby Lobby. Plus the little red berries are fun. So with these paper wrap stems, I like to glue all the way up to where the stems meet so that even if the paper comes undone, the glue will keep everything together. And since this comes with it, I'm just going to cut these into 3 different pieces and then have them around the edge just for some fun texture. You might as well. Gives it a little rustic look. I have another wreath tutorial here on YouTube. I'll link it in the description. That's very similar to this. And it does use this one bush as well. And it's very vibrant, and I use the twigs just the same in that wreath. Now I'm going to add in a few of these brown leaves. I am going to cut these up into 2 pieces, just right there in the middle. to make 2 picks because I don't want a big clump of leaves all together. I really want to just disperse it throughout the wreath. This way we can get that color and texture throughout the wreath, but using less materials so we're not overspending. Now we're going to add in these. I love them because each pick comes with 3 little picks on it. When I'm looking for picks, this is one thing I look for in a pick that will be really useful for wreath making. There are a lot of pretty florals out there, but not all of them are great for wreath making. So it's important to look for those things when you're shopping. This has pretty leaf texture and it has the different colors. So we've got the yellow from here and some orange from the orange leaves, and then that pop of brightness and texture, and 3 picks per pick. So this covers a lot of bases. So I'm really excited I found this at Hobby Lobby. So we're just going to add this throughout the wreath. I've got it going inside and outside, so we get that texture and leaf color everywhere. Okay. This looks so good. Oh, you could just leave it like that. I'm going to add in a lighter color now for a fun pop. So we're going to add these just like everything else into the grapevine. And if you don't have these, you could just use like a beige pampas grass. That would be cute too. I just have these and they were a really great price, and I do like the texture of the leaves, but a grassy texture would look really pretty too. And I just really like the pop of white it adds, or that cream beige color. I think it really brightens the whole thing up. I'm cutting the stem up quite a bit so that I can just use one bush or stem to cover the whole wreath, because we have just little bits and pieces throughout the wreath. Now we're going to add in our grasses. You could add a creamy colored grass here or the darker one. I'm going to do the darker one because I love that rust color. We're just going to add 6 in here. I think these rust-colored grasses really complement these maple leaves, don't they? Now we're going to add in our berries. Once again, this is a pick that makes 3 picks, so it's perfect. So I like to have things in groups of 3 or 5. So I'm only going to use 2 pieces of the next pick, and I will just save that last piece for another wreath. I'm also going to add in some bunny tails. I think it's going to look so pretty and over the top. So I just cut them in half like this, and then the longer piece that has more bunny tails I cut in half again. So you only need 2 picks to really add a lot more brightness and texture. I thought this would be fun. You can leave out the cream if you don't like it, it's up to you, but I really like it. And then I have the darker one and the lighter one. I'm just going to rotate them. There. Oh yeah. That is so pretty. I love it for fall. So full of beautiful texture. What do you think? All right, I love it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet. And if you want a list of where I get all of my wreath making supplies, both retail and wholesale, I have a free cheat sheet linked in the description if you haven't grabbed that yet. I think you would really like it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.